We take the elevator on the way down and the stairs on the way up. So it's not really surprising after a 3+% rally yesterday to see a 1.5, 1.8 in some indexes decline today. That's how this is going to look. And it's going to be, you know, kind of swings. It's going to be 3%, 1%, 2%, 0.5%. But the days of, you know, consistent 3+% declines, I believe, are over. I think we've reached this kind of bottom range tunnel looking thing where we're going to have this fluctuating, you know, up a little bit, down a little bit, continuing to stay within some sort of range of, you know, recovery after a massive sell-off, but not the level of confidence to give us a hardcore recovery yet. Cases are still looking pretty bad. You know, we're adding 20,000 a day. Looks like today we're going to add a little over 20,000. So the curve is still on that upward slope. And until we've hit that peak and we've seen the peak start to dip a little bit, the real buying is not going to take place. So it's not too late. You know, you can still get in, and you're probably still going to have some time to get in. So if you're not ready to buy now, if you can't stomach the volatility, you probably shouldn't buy hardcore. Now, if you're asking me, you should be nibbling, and you should have been nibbling the whole time. And if you haven't been nibbling the whole time, you should, and you don't have any cash, or you don't have any stocks, you should be buying stocks, right? You should own your overall portfolio right now. I would have 75% in stocks and 25% in cash, because it is possible we might see a further downturn, and I acknowledge that. So the cash I have is a hedge against further downturn. So I can buy the stocks I already have, add to my positions. If there's other new positions that look attractive to me, I might buy those as well. But it's about averaging the cost to buy the stock. So one day when I sell the stock, it's a pretty good return. So you have cash to hedge against a possible downturn, and once the curve starts to flatten, if there hasn't been a downturn, if you buy, if there is a downturn, you nibble on that way down. But I don't think there's going to be another big downturn. You know, we might get some more cases today. We might get some more cases tomorrow. The curve might continue on its upward trajectory. I think a lot of that has been factored into the market. I think a lot of people acknowledge that situation, and that was a big reason for some of the sell-off. And we're at the top of what this range could be, this range in uncertainty. You know, we had the sell-off. I do believe we had the massive sell-off. If there was another 10%, 20% downward rally, I think that's uncalled for and a little fear-mongering. But it's possible. You know, I can't say that it's not going to happen. I just can't. You know, we're in that kind of area right now where we're just trying to play the game intelligently. And right now, I'm saying prices are cheap. You should have some stocks bought at a good price, and you should have some cash, and you should treat that cash like gold, because there might be some good opportunities that come up if they haven't already, and you're going to want to use that liquidity to snatch that up. So keep the cash around. Don't feel like you missed the lows yet. You might have, you might not have. We might retest those lows. That's a common phrase I'm hearing be thrown around a lot, retesting the lows. So that could happen. That said, be able to stomach a little bit of this volatility, be able to stomach 10% down. You know, it's 10%. It's a lot of percent down. Obviously, you would rather buy 100% of your positions at the absolute technical bottom, but that's not possible. We don't market time like that over here on this channel. We just play the long game and invest with strategy, not invest on luck. So strategy is telling me have a lot of stocks right now because prices are good. If you haven't already, you should have been nibbling on the way down. Obviously now it's, if you could have just known that we would stop at this level and buy at this level, sure, do that. Yeah, you won. But nobody knew that, it is what it is. We don't market time. We market time to an extent. We don't say everything. I called that bottom a couple of days ago. That's market timing. But we went down Monday and Friday of 2 weeks ago Friday, and last Monday, we haven't retested those lows since, and we might not. I don't think we are gonna. I think the unlikely situation is that we retest those lows. So I think I made the right bottom call. And I think we're not necessarily gonna be in a bottom technical range, lowest price. S&P bottomed at, I don't give a crap about the bottom. I want to know what's the range, what needs to happen to recover, what's declining volume looking like. Are there still a lot of people selling? Are there a lot of people buying? And right now it looks like hedge funds and stuff are starting to add to their risk assessment again and starting to buy and add to positions. And it seems like that's the sentiment in the market. Prices are good. We want to buy, but there is some risk, and cases are still on the upward slope. That said, Italy seems to be getting it under control pretty good. So there are positive signs. There are some negative signs. Hopefully the negative signs don't continue to develop, and the positive signs, which weren't around last week, continue to develop. So with that, with keeping that in mind, with this kind of some positive, some negative, some buying, some selling, I hope you're doing okay out there, making good decisions, and you should be buying right now. You should be buying, but you should also be able to stomach another 5% down, another 5% up. Don't get caught up in those swings. Get caught up in the long term. Stocks, they're long-term assets. Peace.